It's your man Mikey 2N's here. It's just crazy how the universe works. When you leave your house, it is so true. You just never know who you're gonna run into. It's a small world. The whole 6 degrees of separation is true, and tonight just proved it. Anyways, long story short, I went to see my friend down at Encore. Me and my buddy, we had dinner tonight. It's gonna be a chill night. They had some raffle thing going on, which I won, sort of. But that's not the part. That's not the interesting part of the story. If you've been down to Encore, there's like a gift shop right before you walk into the casino floor thing. So I was getting like a soda right after dinner, and I look up, and like I'm usually pretty good at like recognizing people, like famous people. And I look up and I see, out of like the corner of my eye, this woman, and I was like, that's Kortney Olson. And just to, for those of you that don't know, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, who's that? So Kortney Olson is someone on social media that I've followed for a long time. She's got like 500,000 followers. What I really love about her is just some of her philosophies on life. She'll just talk. She's one of the most authentic, just persons on social media that I follow, in my opinion. And what I respect so much about her is she's just not afraid to be who she is. She doesn't care what people think. She does what makes her happy. Anyways, I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I see Kortney Olson, and I'm like, which is crazy because she lived in Australia, she lived in Vegas, California. She's never in Boston. I've never even seen any of her posts be on the East Coast at all. To even go back a little further, I'd asked her like 3 months ago because I've always found her fascinating and loved some of her life philosophies and her journey. She's got a crazy story. Anyways, I had asked her on Instagram maybe 3 months ago. I was like, do you want to come on the show? I've admired you. I've really followed your work for a long time. And I mean, normally when I'll reach out to people that I'd want to interview, normally someone of that stature with that kind of following, you'll never hear from them. Kortney, she's a real one. She got back to me actually pretty quickly, and I think she was in China because she owns her own apparel brand, the Girl brand. And I think she was in China, and she said she got back and she's like, yeah, I'd love to do it. Hit me up in a few months. Anyways, I had kind of forgotten about it until tonight when I saw her. And I was like, Kortney, I introduced myself. I was like, I had messaged you. We had talked a little bit. She looked it up on Instagram. She's like, oh shit, like I do remember that. Anyways, I just want to share you guys this little clip because she took it for her page. Thank God, because like I said, I was just I just wanted to talk to her because I wanted to tell her all these things that I really had appreciated about some of her philosophies on some she's just so, I just love how she breaks things down, and she's so real. And just anyway, she recorded it. We talked about her possibly coming on my show. I really hope she does. And I just want to share with you guys this awesome interaction I had with her. It's mostly me talking because I just, part of why I started doing what I'm doing like this is just because I loved getting to know people that, that have a platform and, are either sports figures, actors, whatever. And I really wanted to just get to know them in like the most authentic way without the pressure of working for some big company that is solely motivated by clicks and just kind of shock value. Again, thank you to Kortney for taking the time, for taking the video, for taking that quick picture at the end. Big shout out to Kortney. Much love, respect. She couldn't have been more gracious and kind, and I really do appreciate it.
This is surreal because I wanted you on my show, Our Bleeping City Forever. I know you got like 1 million followers. I would never have expected you to reply. You did reply. You're like, hit me up, email me. like respect to you.
Thank you.
Like,
This is such a small world. I'm tripping balls right now.
There's so much that like.
I legit
it's
remember,
crazy.
like, I get hundreds of DMs, and then,
Yes.
like, I legit remember you saying, like, be on my show, and I don't know why.
Yes.
But I was like,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Because you posted something, and then all these people start trolling, and there's so many of them. You want to say something back, but then I took
know.
your advice, and you're like, you know what? They want a reaction. It's best to say nothing.
Yeah.
And I've taken that. It's some of the best advice. Like I've learned so much life lessons from you. So, you know,
That's crazy.
And then like for you to be like you're never in Boston. What are you doing in Boston?
I know.